wasn't a very good start. So what's up, everybody? This is Not.So.Burundian here, coming to you yet again with another video. Though it's a little different today because, as you can see, I am on a motorized vehicle. Now this is going to be the very first video on this channel that I film on a motorcycle, so let's hope everything goes well. But this is more of a test ride though. I am test riding just to see how everything's going to work out when I eventually get everything in order. At the moment, I don't have any papers for the bike that I'm riding. I don't have any papers because I'm being delayed. I put in my how do you say, I got everything registered, I got everything put in, but for some reason there is no stock for motorcycle number plates, and so they can't give out the registration card for the bike if the number plates are not ready, and so I have to wait for everything. So that being said, I can't exactly get on the road right now because I am not legal. So I'm gonna have to keep it on. I'm gonna have to keep it within the neighborhood. I live in Kigove, which means I can only jump from Kigove to Gihosha, Kigove to Ngagara, and that's probably all I can do. I just can't be seen on the road. Ooh, that was a miss. But yeah, this is Not.So.Burundian here, coming to you yet again with another video. Forgive my inconsistency. I've been trying to get myself set up for a very, very long time. And now that I finally managed to purchase the bike, I am unable to ride because I don't have everything in order yet. No number plates, no registration card, nothing. So yeah, let's wait for the cars to pass by though. I'm trying to test the camera setup. As far as today is concerned, I'm only going to be riding with one camera, with a single camera setup. Single camera setup. That's because I haven't found a way to mount the other camera just yet. And so I'm trying to figure it all out at the moment. We are going to be exploring Katya and Ngagara today, and I pray that you guys can hear my voice well. I hope my voice is not muffled by the helmet. All I can hear is myself within this helmet at the moment. I have the DJI mic on the collar, set up on the collar. I didn't want to put the camera on the not the camera. I didn't want to put the microphone within the helmet because then you guys wouldn't be able to hear the surroundings, the sound coming from the outside, and that's the main focus for me in my videos. My commentary is secondary. It makes the video better, but it's secondary. I prefer that you hear what's going on outside. And the bike is pretty loud. Hopefully it's not overlapping my voice in the video clip. I can only hope for the best. Right now, at this moment, I can't exactly tell what the audio is going to turn out to be. If it turns out bad, I'm just going to have to scrap it and record some other time. If it turns out good, then this is probably the reason why you're watching the video. I'm going to see you guys after a while. I'm going to roll the intro and get back in a second. So I have no particular topic to speak on today. If anything comes to mind, we're going to talk about it, but I just wanted to explore a little bit of Katya, Gihosha. It's actually a big neighborhood. I don't think I'll be able to cover it in one go. Well, I can, it's just that it's gonna get dark in a bit. This is 4:50 something, the time that I just took off, and so I only have about an hour and 30 minutes of sunlight. So we're gonna stick to tarmac where we can for today, and get on from there. I will make a review video of this motorcycle someday, not now. I've currently ridden only about 105 kilometers since I purchased it. Most of that is basically coming all the way from so I bought the bike from TVS, but TVS doesn't officially have a branch in Burundi. It's this guy who's oh, we have an accident. What the hell happened here? How the hell did that happen? Were they drifting or something? Ouch. And that's a new car, plate number GA. Must have been a kid driving it. But anyways, we got to move on. So I'm going to be exploring Gihosha for today. I am familiar with it in one way or the other. Not too familiar though. But I'm going to try and cover enough of it today. So topic number one of the things that I wanted to talk about today. When I came to Burundi, I wanted to do this on a this whole moto vlogging thing. I really wanted to do it on an electric motorcycle, but that has proven to be nearly impossible because of the price of the electric bikes available and the capacity of the bikes available. And so when I first landed, I couldn't find anything that I deemed worthy of using, especially when it comes to inclined hills such as this. When it comes to steep climbs like this one here, a lot of the electric bikes don't have the capacity to cover an hour to an hour 30 minutes of riding. A lot of those bikes are made for metro cities that are mostly flat in nature. Well, Burundi's an up and down country, and so you kill the battery really fast if riding on places like this. So that eliminated about 90% of the products available in the market here. And so I wasn't able to buy anything. And then when something finally showed up, It was a motorcycle that's currently being sold by Skyline Burundi. When a bike that I deemed capable of doing this thing that I'm currently doing showed up, it turned out to be expensive, way too expensive. At the time when I was following up upon that bike, it cost around 18,500,000 something. Now, to put that into perspective, the bike that I'm currently riding at the moment cost me around it cost me 8,900,000. And so even if I was to double the price, I wouldn't be able to get that bike from Skyline Burundi. And so that was out of the question because I didn't have the cash at the time. Neither did I have the cash to purchase this bike that I'm currently riding, but I was able to get this bike from a loan that I managed to acquire from somebody, family member. I'm already paying that back. Looking forward to making the second installment that's upcoming by the end of this month. I should be able to pay that back within in 8 months. And so I really wanted to go electric, but I couldn't because of what's available in the market at the moment and the price of electric motorcycles. It's insane. It's currently unaffordable by most folk, especially when it comes to vehicles that are capable of doing long distance and taking up the hills. Oh, what the hell happened here? It seems like the river is eating up the must be a landslide or something. So yeah, that being said, I am back on petrol. I think I'm gonna be a petrol head for some time to come, until it's either I catch up with the price of electric, or electric someday happens to cost until electric vehicles become affordable for us common folk. Ooh. Ooh, the tongue's heavy. So yeah, I am not gonna go down that road. I'm gonna make a right turn. If I can't go down there because that's the main road, and like I said, I'm not legal at the moment, and so I'm gonna keep it within the neighborhood. So yeah, holla at me if you are somebody that lives in Gihosha. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what I haven't covered, or let me know what I haven't covered in today's video so that I may be able to cover it in the next one. A lot of the parts that I'm going to be covering today are parts that I am already familiar with. When I'm done with the parts that I'm familiar with, I will then cover the parts that I am unfamiliar with. This used to be good tarmac. We are losing it. I don't think I know anyone living in Gihosha. Well, at least anybody that's a close friend of mine. I know one person whose house I just passed. Let's take a left turn. And I don't even have enough of sunlight left. As you can tell, the sun's going down. So there are so many corners to Gihosha. So many parts. It's going to be impossible to cover everything with the time limited. This is why I hate pavement. It's almost impossible to ride on pavement, man. But yeah, the suspension is at least a little better compared to a bicycle though. If you can hear that rattling sound coming from the bike, that's the back of the bike. I have a top box fitted on the bike, but it's not well fitted. I used zip ties to fit it on the bike, and I didn't want to take it off coming for this ride because it would have been a hassle, and so the top box isn't exactly well fitted to the bike. And I'm just talking right now, but I'm not even sure that you guys can hear me with the mic being on the collar, but we'll see in post-production. So let's make a left turn and try explore. More. Back on the accident. Let's get back on pavement. Yeah, one thing I noticed though, exploring neighborhoods with pavement is going to be quite a challenge. These bumps are not good for any vehicle. I'm gonna look for a way to get back on the road. Ooh, this is not good at all. Let me see. Does this lead back to the road? Yes, it does. I'm gonna try and go up the mountain. So yeah, electric just doesn't do it for me at the moment in Burundi. I would have loved to keep it electric because I had gone electric for quite a while, almost a year and a half in Tanzania. I was riding all electric. Was hoping to do the same thing here, but it's not feasible. Keep it on dirt. I don't know how he managed to cross over this part here, but that's crazy. I think their foot must have gotten stuck to the accelerator or something. Now, I wonder what part of Gihosha becomes Gasenyi after a while. And I'm hoping the sun glaring on the camera lens isn't something that you guys find uncomfortable. My electric bike in Tanzania could do the speed. Ah, yeah, there. Yeah, there. Oh, yeah. Seems like I've pretty much covered all of Gihosha already, as far as tarmac is concerned. The pavement is not easy to explore. Too much rattling going on the bike. And so this is me. I am finally settled in Burundi. got myself set up with a little business that I'm currently running, and I am a landlord at the moment. I've got these little shops that I built, so I do collect rent every end of the month. I'm gonna wait this one out because I am not a car. Only cars can cross over comfortably. If you get hit on the bike, it's a disaster. And this, you can't really see anything with these flowers over here. That is a hazard. Ooh, there's one car coming. Flying, rather. So yeah, like I was saying, I am finally settled in Burundi. I don't think I'm going to be stepping out anytime soon. I don't even have plans of stepping out again. I'm going to stay in the country and figure it out. So I'm back in Kigobe. There is a right turn somewhere around here. Not exactly sure where. That should lead to the other side, the back of the embassy. I'm not sure that road is still accessible these days, because they're currently constructing this new tax revenue building, tax collecting revenue authority building. I wonder if that road is still available. It used to be here. It used to be right here. Yep. So yeah, now that I have the bike, the next thing that I'm looking forward to is a computer. The computer that I currently have at the moment is, it's still hanging in there. It's just that I'm gonna have to get a new computer soon, just in case that one goes bad. I don't want to have to stop recording or making videos once I already start. And so that's going to be the next thing that I'm going to do, the next major investment that I'm going to make for the channel. And then after that, it's going to be, I'm going to purchase a better camera. This time around, I'm not going to do GoPro. I'm going to stick to DJI. Their batteries last way longer than GoPro. So you can make a left or a right turn. I'm going to make a right turn. Head over to here. Man, it's a rough road. Extremely rough. So yeah, somebody commented on one of my Instagram posts asking, they were basically asking if I knew of any laws or is it principles? No, it's not principles. They were just basically asking if I knew they wanted to know that if anything was legally required from someone who wanted to start a channel in Burundi that consisted of doing interviews and street interviews and podcasts and stuff like that. And I told him, like, hey, look, we have individuals that make interviews on their videos. They actually have sit-down interviews one-on-one. And nothing ever really happens. The thing is, as long as you don't touch on politics in Burundi, you are pretty much okay. As long as you don't touch on politics, you are okay for the most part. Trouble comes when you touch on politics or when you start commenting on the big dogs, you know, the big leagues. That's when it becomes a problem. But other than that, I've been doing YouTube for a while now, and I even post my number, my personal number, and I've never gotten a call from anybody. Be it a threatening call, a warning, or something of the sort. So you just need to be extremely self-aware about your environment when shooting videos in Burundi. That's all. Other than that, it's completely legal. Ooh, my wrists are dead. Feels like I'm putting all my weight on my wrists, especially my right arm. One thing I've noticed, the gearing is extremely short on this bike. Now, it has 5 gears, but I can go all the way to 5th gear while still in, ooh, the camera went off. My bad.